The first thing I saw poking out of the trash bags was the broken neck of a violin, its strings hanging limp like forgotten dreams. It was a rainy afternoon, and I was dragging myself home, feeling like a shadow of the person I used to be. Life had thrown more curveballs than I could count, and the weight of loss was etched into my very bones. But something about that battered, discarded instrument called to me, a whisper of potential for something more, something beautiful. Taking it home, I laid the violin on my kitchen table, the wood scarred and splintered, much like the pieces of my own heart. As I gathered tools and materials, I realized I was embarking on a journey of healing, not just for the violin, but for myself. Each careful adjustment, each application of glue, was an act of faith, a belief that broken things could be made whole again. With every repair, memories of what I had lost mingled with the hope of what could be restored. It was as if the violin and I were in a silent conversation, both yearning to be heard, both yearning to sing again. Over the weeks, the violin slowly transformed. I learned to sand away the rough edges, to replace the strings, and to polish the wood until it gleamed with a new life. The process taught me patience and resilience, reminding me that healing is not a race but a journey. I realized that just as the violin needed time and care to find its voice, I too needed to allow myself space to grieve and grow. It wasn't about erasing the scars but embracing them as part of a new, richer story. Finally, the day came when the violin was ready to play again. As I drew the bow across the strings, a melody filled my small apartment, a melody of triumph and renewal. It was imperfect, raw, and utterly beautiful in its authenticity. In that moment, I understood that mending the violin had mirrored the mending of my soul. We were both survivors, our stories intertwined, and our imperfections had become the very things that made us whole. The lesson was clear: from brokenness can arise an unexpected, profound beauty, if only we have the courage to believe in the possibility.